Boycott. Boycott. My name is Ron, and I'm mad as hell. That's the truth. And I just have 2 points. One is that I am really afraid that the Democrats and the unions are going to want to hijack this movement. And we can't let that happen. We need to stay outside of that whole mess. Both parties are the ones that got us into this. It's up to us to get it out. All of this that's going on right now is our fault. We did this. We respond to these slick ads that they put on television, all the negative ads that they put out. You know, we elected these people. It's our fault. It is our right and our obligation to change this. We need to clean house.
The people, we vote, but we vote for, given the options we have are, if you want the puppet on the left or the puppet on the right.
That's right. That's right.
They're clumped together in one little spectrum.
What really irks me is that I spent 4 years in the Army. I paid my taxes. I paid my dues. I come home and I can't find a job because I'm not bilingual. Or I can't find a job because I'm still under contract with the Army and no one will take me because I'm not stable.
Anything happening, we're going to have to shrink. Oil has already gone post-peak in the world. It's pretty much, by all standards, people agree that the oil, it's going down. What we do have left is harder to get, and our lives are going to shrink. We have no choice.
We can change the Constitution, and we can make things better, but it does take a move, and it has to be a big, big move to change the Constitution. And it's not the government. Who is the government? Can anybody tell me who the government is? It's us.
That's right.
For the people, by the people, of the people. That's what the government is, and we need to take control of it, and we can change anything we want to.
We want to send a message to the banks, and I know a lot of us do. If you've got money in those banks, get it out.
Take it out.
Go to your local banks, your local credit unions.
Did you know that nobody here needs a driver's license to drive in the state of North Carolina? Has anybody here, by a show of hands, read the state constitution for North Carolina? Okay, so that's what it is, ignorance of the law, y'all. If you knew that you were a sovereign citizen, that the state of North Carolina says in the state constitution that it's God first, you and me second, then the state, local, federal, and the government comes, they're beneath our feet. We can only be governed by our consent. We're giving over our rights on purpose, by consent. If you don't consent to these things, then they can't govern you. Okay, so what you guys all need to learn is sovereignty. Get your sovereignty back.
There's this thing called the courts. If there's a court order, they certainly can search you. This sovereign citizen business is foolish. It hasn't been upheld. Prisoner. No, it's not true. The sovereign citizen business is not true.
Let him speak,
start a debate.
and then we're going to raise hands, and we're going to try to keep.
But just to comment on it, not to ignore you. You are sovereign, sir. I mean, if you're a human being, that's sovereign.
I'm subject to the laws.
Okay, well then that's great. You can consent to that. So you can be governed because you consent to that. However, we are all here because we are not consenting to be governed by a fake oligarchy that parades around like it's a democracy with the illusion of choice. They want you to think that you're either a Democrat or a Republican, black or white. No, for everything that we're going on right now. I know that we all have a lot of opinions. We gotta unite though on some core issues. So what are some of the core issues that we've all talked about today? Jobs. There's not enough jobs. Well, that's by design because America used to be the greatest industrial nation on earth. But if you look at all the industrial aspects of our workforce, they've been cut out. You can't even go to college to learn how to be a manufacturer of anything because all they have left are service-oriented jobs. They want you to be a servant so that you can go to work every day like a corporate slave and then pay taxes to fund their one world government. And another thing, when we got born, here's how the scam goes. When they gave us a birth certificate, and I'm sure that not all of y'all knew, but that birth certificate was a bond. It was a trust. And they've been selling your birth certificate, your soul, on the New York Stock Exchange. If you look at the root of the stock exchange in Wall Street, it's really a soul exchange. They're exchanging our souls for money. The Vatican does the same thing. They monetize sin. That's what the court systems are all about. It's not about if you are innocent or guilty. It's about getting money off of you. So I think that everybody should go home today, read the Constitution of the state of North Carolina, and regain your rights and know your rights. Because when you go out and start protesting, like this guy back here said, these cops will beat you in the head if you consent to allow for them to touch you. And one last thing. We have to abolish the Federal Reserve, period. Fake money that's backed by nothing. So when you go to work and you get your check at the end of the week, they hand you nothing, and then they tax it before you even get it. So then you're running around trying to pay it back, and then a job is just over broke. They'll never pay you enough to get ahead because once you pay your bills, you ain't got enough money to live, so you got to go right back on Monday. Okay, so I think that we should continue to build together. But get to the root of the issues. Know your rights before we start protesting. Know that you are sovereign. Know that the cops do not have any authority over you except the authority that you give them.